What's up guys, Happy Droid. I've got a new device to show you guys. This is simply just a retake on the Oracle yes no device, but instead of just having the passive infrared sensors and the EMF static coils, what it actually is using is both obviously the passive infrared sensors. It has that mode as well, but it's using these little amplitude sensors. These are kind of like an acoustic amplitude sensor. So basically when it detects sound, it translates that into like a voltage across the pin. So that out pin then translates that to a voltage. So if I had like a string of LEDs, for example, I could make the like a VU type device with this. So that's basically what I was doing. It's not recording audio or anything like that. It's simply just detecting the amplitude of the sounds around the microphone, if that makes sense. So anyway, those are built into the device here. You can see one hole is here and one hole is here, and that correlates to the yes or no side as well. So why did I put this in here? Well, simply, we all know microphones pick up EVP, so that was kind of the intended goal here, was to see if it could detect EVPs from either side and maybe have some kind of tangible intelligent response that way. Now, I'm not telling you guys this is going to absolutely work. I'm just basically telling you my theory on this. You'll obviously have to test it in the field if that's the case. I can only demonstrate to you guys it working and how it works, etc, etc. But yeah, like all my devices, you know, I'm not going to sit there and tell you guys it's going to 100% detect ghosts or spirits. What you're actually looking for is intelligent responses, yes or no, and that's basically the whole purpose of this device. Anyway, that aside, here's on the bottom. So we have a sliding battery system here. So basically to get this battery out, all you have to do is kind of just slide it out like so. And you need to remember also turn the switch off before you try and plug a new battery in, just in case you have this flipped around the wrong way. You'll just create magic smoke basically if you don't. So yeah, just make sure to line up obviously the, you know, the positive and negative side. Obviously each pin fits a different hole. So yeah, just push it in and it just basically slides in place. And then there's a battery door which basically just fits on here. It's a little bit tricky to do one-handed here, but you do also get two battery doors because over time this will become a little bit slack. But yeah, I'm just going to show you. So basically it just slots in and slides in place. And you'll notice as well there's no battery rattle or anything like that. That's basically why I did this system. On the bottom you have the power switch and you have the passive infrared mode switch. So basically when you turn that passive infrared mode on, it's using all four sensors at once. So you can choose to use it just with these two sensors, or you can choose to use all four sensors at once as well. So that's ideal if you have a big large room. You can obviously detect things on the motion sensor as well. So I'm going to show you guys this working. There we go, we're just going to turn on, just let it do its thing. One thing to note with this, obviously if you're talking it will pick up your voice, so just bear that in mind. If you're asking questions and it goes off, it's probably just picked up your voice. You need to obviously give it time, so let it reset and then ask, just wait for a response. If no responses, you can ask another question, for example. So just bear in mind, obviously it is an acoustic microphone. It will pick up sounds, knocks, bangs, etc, etc. So this is ideal if you just leave it in a room and see if something can react to it. If it can pick, obviously if it hears a sound, it will respond. But the sound generally has to be a certain type of frequency. It basically is more sensitive to deeper tones, if that makes sense, rather than high-pitched tones. I'm going to demonstrate that with this little screwdriver. I'm basically going to just tap on the desk and show you. So as you see, I did it on this side, but I also picked up on that side. So that's something to be aware of as well. Because the sensors are quite close together, like so, ideally this would work better if the sensors were further apart, but it's not 100% accurate, if that makes sense. Some noises travel different, like it might bounce off this surface and then hit the microphone and not really pick up on that side. So it's not an exact science, it's just an idea. You know, it's using a stereo separation to kind of give you a yes no answer. If that's able to do it, then it should be able to work no problem. So what I'm going to demonstrate now is I'm going to actually just blow into it just to show you the separation here, the yes no. So just blowing on it, I was able to detect that. And doing it on this side as well should glow red instead of green. That might not have detected properly. Yeah, detected the paper rustling. Anyway, you get the kind of idea. If it hears something this side, it'll glow red, and that's for yes. If it hears something this side, it'll glow green, and that's it. Sorry, the red is for no, the green is for yes. And the reason why you're getting the pink colour, the purple colour, is because it's telling you that the microphone was the sensor that was triggered. Now, if I switch to passive infrared mode, now this is going to be difficult when I'm talking, so I'm going to stop talking and demonstrate this. It will glow yellow instead of the pink, and that's basically just showing you that the passive infrared mode has been triggered. So let's demonstrate that. So as we see, it glowed yellow, so that means the passive infrared has been detected, and it glows no for red for no. If I do the other side, it'll glow green. Just like so. So you kind of get the idea. The colour means basically I keep that colour on just to show you what sensor was triggered, just in case you missed it initially. So obviously that's detecting the passive infrared. It's going to glow yellow and give you the red or green yes no response. Obviously if the passive infrared is off, it can still also detect the sound when this is working as well. So all 4 sensors are being used. So I'll actually just demonstrate that for you. Since I'm here, I'll do it. So I'm going to wait till it stops. And as you see, it detected my voice, so it went purple. And detected on this side, so it's green. And likewise with the other side. So all 4 sensors are being used at the same time. So let me just turn it off and basically show you what's inside this thing. So we showed you the battery door, everything underneath here. It's got little rubber feet to stop it sliding about. Your power mode and your power on off switch and your passive infrared mode. So obviously if that's on, all 4 sensors have been used. If it's off, it's only using the acoustic sensors. So looking around the device, we can see it has a little hole for the microphone, has a little hole on that side for the microphone, has your passive infrared, has your clear windows. So this is 360 degrees all the way around the device. You'll be able to see that light no problem. And as you can see, the edges are all chamfered on this, so it's all like, it's not a solid triangle shape. And this thing is absolutely solidly built, by the way. I'm just going to show you how this is all constructed. So this is an empty case. There's a little place for the Arduino in here, all the parts. That's the battery door. It's all like printed in one piece. Here's the windows at the top. Very strong, very sturdy pieces. It's very thickly printed. In fact, the only thinnest part here is this part here. And this is a separation part, so it keeps the light from obviously shining through, so you get the clear separation of light. So that's basically that. Now, this will come with 2 battery doors, by the way. I did decide to print it with 2 because over time this will obviously wear down the edge and it'll become a little bit slack. So I will be providing 2 battery doors, and you can get replacements if needed. It obviously has 2 switches to power it. This is not the same ones, but it's just to show you. It has a little Arduino Nano, which basically sits inside there. And a little piece in here. And that's kind of glued in place. And that keeps everything separate and away from each other. And obviously we have the little LEDs. So we have 2 of these, which basically can poke through the little hole here. And come out the top, so we get the light. And that's basically it. So yeah, here's the front piece. So as you can see, it's all kind of integrated to kind of give it the clean look. And the way this is actually printed is printed on its side like this, and also that's printed to match the the way it's basically going, and that basically allows the front and back to have a nice clean look. And the edges are all printed really slowly, so it's obviously very nicely done. Now this is done in the Space Nebula color, so it's a very nice shimmery kind of purpley blue color. It can be done in black if you want, but yeah, I decided to just go that. It looks very cool, and obviously when the purple lights are on, it makes it look very nice. Anyway, that's basically it, guys. It's just a little overlook of that. I'm waffling on here, just trying to show you all the pieces. But yeah, these will be up for sale shortly. I only have enough to build 4 at the minute, and they'll all be done in this color. If you don't want the microphone sensor, I can do it with the EMF static if you wish, but you need to obviously tell me when you're wanting it built, because it will basically be built to order, so just bear that in mind. I can do it with the EMF static coil instead of this, if you don't want that feature. Anyway, that's something new I'm working on. Check out my Facebook page for basically, when this is up for ready for sale, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye now.